I'm not sure that this would necessarily be something that non-entrepreneurs have figured out, but I think it's something that becomes blatantly obvious when you are an entrepreneur. The community you surround yourself with is absolutely everything. On your
Mhm.
own, you can pretty much do nothing. Without the support of a big community around you, you are probably going to fail. You need people in
I
your
like that.
corner to be able to help you out. I think we intrinsically understand that even as employees, but it becomes blatantly obvious that when you start your own company, it's your community that supports you.
Yeah, that's it. That's super interesting. Like I've always seen that pre-internet. Like if you set up a storefront, you need to be participating in the community because you need the community's goodwill.
Yeah.
And when that inevitable competitor comes, you need people to be like, well, that's rude. I'm sticking with my guy.
Yeah. And not to mention, it's like, the more you can get your community to support you and refer you, right? Like there's no better way to sell anything than somebody saying you need to try Cindy or you need to try Kelly because they do a great job. Nothing can beat that.
Right.
I don't care how much you spend on marketing. It's referrals and word of mouth that sells things. And so ultimately, if you can get more people in your community advocating for you, your business is going to do well. If on the other hand, you're getting nothing but negative feedback and people saying, no, like we use Joe down the street, we're not using Kelly, that is going to negatively hurt you. So building a community, getting in touch with people, helping people, is probably one of the most important things you can be doing as an entrepreneur. And I would say one of the greatest things, once again, that the podcast has done for me is it's really helped me surround myself by an incredible community of people who have reciprocated the benefit that I gave them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's but that's very nice that you see that. But yeah, it's very true. I mean, I initially like I kind of thought with the internet that the community was diminished, but actually it's just a different kind of
It's
community. It's a virtual community.
There's so many people I've never met, Cindy, who have gone leaps and bounds to help me.
Yeah, it's still a psychological group. It
Yeah.
just or it's still a group. It's just a psychological
It's a
group.
different, yeah. It's like just because you can build incredible relationships remotely. I think that's maybe something that people might find surprising. I'm a busy dad. I have 5 kids.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to get out of the house to do like community events, even though I'm invited to them all the time, is really friggin' hard. But I have, my own online community, the Catalyst Club. I have obviously all my connections on LinkedIn, my sponsors, things like that, who have really gone out of their way to support me. And we have incredible relationships. I have incredible relationships with people I've never met who, like I said, bend over backwards to support what I'm working on, whether it's the podcasts, whether it's Capital BD, my coaching programs, my community, my online community. You can build incredible relationships with people remotely when you're willing to try.
Sure, I agree with that. I think it's been a surprise all the way around. I mean, I remember when Facebook first came out, and I was like, "That sounds stupid." um, but then, because what happened is, I had like a leadership role and a leadership conference. Like I had like my own little pod
Yeah.
of these cute little students who came in for this leadership experience. And so one of them friended me, and because I liked them so much, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to do this thing."
Yeah.
And then, this is quite a while ago.
Yeah. It was
And
probably still called the Facebook.
it was. And but then like I'm seeing her life, and like and then other people are, and then like high schoolers, my
Yeah.
high school classmates started finding me. And these are people I liked, but like you're not active in each other's lives.
That's right. Yeah.
And so yeah, I think we underestimate, or at least I did, just the opportunity that's there
And
to have
and
it.
LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is a whole nother beast, right? Like when you
Yeah.
factor in the business relationship to it as well, where it's like I can have a 30-minute introduction with someone, I know what they do. And so the next time, and I had a great conversation with them, maybe it's you, Cindy, and they're talking to me about management and management support. I'm gonna be like, I know Cindy. Like, let me make a quick introduction for you.
Mhm.
Whereas I feel like even with like Facebook and stuff, like sure, you might have your people from high school, where it's like I feel a little bit weird about that one because it's like I don't talk to like any of these people for the most part. There's like 2 or 3, right, on my Facebook that aren't my family that I talk to a max at any given time. But yet on LinkedIn, it's completely different. Like,
Yeah,
I
you're
have
right.
I have a community of people, probably at least 100, that at any given time I might reach out to and see how they're doing, or I might have a referral that I can give them, or maybe they have one they can give me. And it becomes this like gigantic reciprocal community from people that maybe you only had a 1 hour interaction with them. It's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I tell this story all the time, just because it's the power of LinkedIn. So Jeff got contacted by this lady who they had like a second degree connection. So not a direct connection, but they knew somebody in common. And she's like, "Hey, I need help getting a job, and you seem to have an in with this group. Can you help me?" And so, he looked at her resume and she was the real deal. And so he helped make that connection and she got the job. And he just did that. Like there was no way for us to know that like a month later he's going to need an agent, and who's the connector.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, "Yes, let me help you." Like
100%.
obviously was very happy to help. And within 30 minutes he had an agent.
Yeah.
And that never happens. Like all the people who write books, it's very hard to get an agent.
Yeah.
And so, then he got his book published with McGraw-Hill.
Wow.
But like that's the power of LinkedIn right there,
That's
right?
huge.
Like
Yeah.
It's she, he didn't just help out anybody. She asked, she had the credentials. She wasn't asking for anything crazy.
Yeah.
And because she was legit, he was willing to help her. And then he didn't ask her for anything crazy. He's like, "Hey, read, whatever I can't think of the proposal. Read the proposal.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can get behind it, can you help me make this introduction?" And so, like both of them had the legitimacy of making the request, but it like, wow, like otherwise, how would you ever know? How would you ever know that this person is a connector?
Well, and here's the thing, right? That's just the power of community, right? It's the power of reciprocation.
Right.
It's amazing what people will do for you if you're willing to do something to help them as well.
And you could think of it as generosity. It's kind of like a blind generosity, right? Like you're willing to help when it makes sense to help, like because again, you do have to think about your reputation. So
exactly, yeah.
But you don't know if there's ever going to be a payoff.
No.
You're just helping because this person is a good fit for what they're trying to do.
But here we go. In business development, we play statistics. We play odds, right? We know that maybe we meet with 50 companies and maybe only 10 or 20 of them become clients this year. But we know that statistically, if we meet with 50, 10 or 20 will. It's the same thing with community. The more people you help, the more you're stacking the odds in your favor of people helping you when the time comes.